Hey guys, welcome back to MathCube. Today we are attempting the fifth question from the International Advanced Level Mechanics M1. So without further ado, let's get started. The fifth question is all about a particle is acted upon two forces F and G. Force F has magnitude 8 Newton and acts in direction with a bearing of 240 degrees. The force G has magnitude 10 Newton and acts due south. Given that R equal to F plus G, find. So we'll do the first part only. We have to find the magnitude of R. So before finding the magnitude of R, what I want you guys to do is, or recommend you first, is to draw the bearing diagram. So to start drawing the bearing diagram, we always draw a north line first. There you go. And they said that the force F has magnitude 8 Newton and acts in a direction with a bearing of 240 degrees. So we go clockwise from this side. I'll show you how. We go clockwise here and anti-clockwise is this side. So in bearing, always go from clockwise. So we all know that, I'll just draw a rough diagram here. We all know that from there to that side is 90, here to here is 180. From 180 to 90 degrees we'll move to 270 degrees, and our whole circle will be 360 degrees. So they said that we have to draw a direction of 240 degrees. So what we'll do is we'll go from here, crossing full 180 and stop here. There you go, and we'll draw a line here. That will be our 240 degrees. I'll just label it. And the next force mentioned is G, which has a magnitude of 10 Newton and acts due south. So remember, again we'll draw a north line and go south. South is the opposite of north. Now to find the magnitude of R, we have to get an angle which resides here. Let me show you. From north to south of G, that's the north side and that's the south side. We have to find this angle here. So what you can do is, you can as I said that a whole circle is 360, so we can subtract the 240 degrees by 360. So we can find this angle here, the one I'm shading here. I'll show you. So 360 degrees minus 240 degrees gives us 120 degrees. Now the real stuff, what we have to find is the magnitude of R. We have been given two sides, which is 10 Newton and 8 Newton, and we also found an angle here which is 120 degrees. So what you can use is cosine rule. That will give us the side or the magnitude of R, and I'll show you how to write the formula. There you go, that's our formula. C square equal to A square plus B square minus 2 into AB cos C. Now what I'll do is I'll just plug in my values in. There you go, R square equal to 8 square plus 10 square minus 2 into 8 into 10 cos 120. Now guys, just plug in these values into your calculator and we'll find that R square is equal to 244. Now to find the R value, what we'll do is we'll just square root both sides. So R is equal to root of 244, or if you plug these values into your calculator, we'll find that R is equal to 15.620499 or 15.6 to 2 decimal places. So that is our R value here, the magnitude of R done. Now moving on to the second part, the direction of R, giving your answer as a bearing to the nearest degree. So we'll utilize this value of R here. So to find the direction of R, we know that we have been given two sides, that's R, and either choice of side you can use, or the magnitude which is 8 or 10 and the corresponding angle, and we can use sine rule. And the formula for sine rule is, there you go, sine A upon A is equal to sine B upon B. Now what I'll do is I'll just plug in my values. There you go, sine R is equal to sine R upon 8, or is equal to sine 120 degree upon root of 244. Now what we'll do is we'll cross multiply each other. So the root of 244 sine R is equal to 8 sine 120. So now to make sine R the subject, what I'll do is I'll divide root 244 from both sides. There you go, sine R is equal to 8 sine 120 upon root of 244. Now to find the direction of R, we currently have sine of R. Now to find R, what I'll do is I'll just remove sine. So to remove sine, what we'll do is we'll multiply both sides by sine inverse. so that will eliminate the sine function. There you go, r is equal to sine inverse of 8 sine 120 degrees upon root of 244. Now to solve this, I'll show you how to solve it on calculator. There you go, I just brought my calc up and now I'll just plug in these values. So to find the sine inverse function, what you do is simply just press shift and go on to press sine. There you go, I'll give a sine inverse and just go on and plug in these values. That's 8 sine 120 degrees, close the bracket, the smaller one, and insert root of 244, the r value we got, and just close the bracket, and we'll get 26.32950,349. Now guys, this is not the final answer. So guys, if you clearly remember, our bearing diagram was something like this. We had a north line here, we had 240 degrees going that side, and we had a north line here and a south line here for 10 Newton, and I said that we have a 180 diagram here. Now they're asking us to find the direction of r to the nearest degree. So the bearing of r, that'll be, so this here is 180 degrees, and we know that we found out our value for r is 26.3 or 26.34 to 3 decimal places. So what I'll do is I'll just add the bearing for r. I was 26.3 there you go, and when we plug in these values into the calculator, we get 206.3295035 or 206.3 to 2 decimal or 3 decimal places. It's up to you. So we have to find the bearing to the nearest degree, and that's our direction for r. Both our questions done, both parts done, and that's our 7 marks C. Thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned for more videos from this series.